Okay, y'all, we are back on the pool job. Last little clip you seen, I was ending the last video and starting this one, so the rain caught us. And as y'all can see, I've kind of got a mess out here now, which I knew that was going to happen. I told Jimmy, it's like it ain't rained in 3 months, but I know as soon as we tear that pool out, it's going to fall a flood. And sometimes I hate being right, because it always bites me in the butt. But the sun is out today. I come over here yesterday and tried to lay out some of this mud and scoop the water out of the pond here, and I got most of it out, but somehow there's some line over here. I thought it was coming from the pool house, but I think it's actually coming from the house somewhere, that it's just sit there and drip water all night. And now I've got another mud hole right here, so I'm gonna try to scoop it out, most of it anyway, and lay some of it back, because that was actually good dirt down in there, and this is actually good dirt. If y'all seen the last clip, we have got a mess right over here to my right. I'm just going to try to lay this stuff out, just let it be drying. We probably won't get to work no more after today, because today is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, so y'all know how that goes. Lay this up there like that right there and let it do its thing for the next couple of days. It's not supposed to rain. Then again too, it's supposed to be cool, so I think the new pool is going to start probably about right in here somewhere and come back towards me. So I know all that over there should be fine. But right here, sorry about the sun. Right here, y'all can see. Right here is my problem, and I think that's where that ravine right here. If y'all been following along in this little series, this big old gully over here we've been filling in. I think that's where it ran up through there, and I'm just gonna say that they didn't clean that out, or whatever trees was down in it, they either knocked down, or I don't know. But either way, I've got to dig all that out, because that's pretty much right where the new pool is going to be, and I do not want any of this stuff sitting up under that new pool. Y'all can see we've been digging a lot of this stuff right here out. I'll push it over in this hole back here. Yesterday when I come, I dug out all this old nasty dirt and stuff right there. But it just looks like this is where they piled everything, or that's where they just didn't dig it out. I don't know. We've got to get that out. I have no idea how far it runs. I think I'm back down to virgin ground right there, because I can start to see the dark red clay. And the dark stuff is basically the virgin ground, and the lighter stuff is what they hauled in to do the new pool. I basically dug all this out too, and then I just started throwing back in the good dirt. Once I knew it was good dirt, just kind of throwing it back in the hole. I don't want to get it too thick in there, because what I'm going to do is bring the skid steer in here and pack all that in really good, and then start hauling in loads of dirt and just building it back up. It's going to take a massive amount of dirt. like that right there, I think we're back in good dirt. There's a little bit of trash in there, but so I'm not sure how far this stuff runs back up in me. I'm gonna say it's from here probably all the way over to over here. I'm just gonna say it's very in the very bottom of that, where that ravine ran up through there. So I really need to get on that side and dig it back, throw it over, and then push it with a dozer. Because I don't need to lose my bridge from here to the other side. So I think what I'm gonna do is get on the other side and cast all this stuff back, and then dig this back over to the other side maybe. I don't know, I'm about in a bind. I may need to get the dozer over to this side first. I don't know, let me think about it. Okay, so what I'm doing is I decided just to go ahead and cast this stuff way on over here. Make it be quicker and easier to do it this way than try to push all that old nasty junk with a dozer, and still got a lot of concrete in it. Those piles right across over there, they are still very dry on the inside. I kicked them around late last night and they were still just powder inside there. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Was not expecting to run into all that trash. It's basically going to double probably the work, if not more. But I mean, I was expecting something to be in the ground. The way that old pool had shifted and sunk down. She could have sit there and spent money on that old thing and just literally a money pit, because it never will be right, no matter what you do to it, unless you rip it up out of the ground and build a new one. That's things y'all need to look for when you're buying a new home or whatever. Pool is so easy if it's got water in it, because you got a natural level already in the pool. So just look at your water line and you can see if that pool is sitting level or not. If it's got a cover on it, y'all ask to remove that cover and look at it. Rip this pool up anyway, because her last house had a massive pool. I knew she wasn't going to be satisfied with this little one. I know how them women be. They be tripping, man. Alright, y'all, let me show you what I got going on here. It's a pretty good sized little hole right over here too that I'm gonna have to fill in and try to blend it around, tie it back in with a yard there. So I'm starting to take out good enough dirt for that and cast it over here, and I'm gonna jump in the dozer real quick, and I think I've got everything in the hole. Got some more stuff right there I'm gonna push off in there. Then I'm going to start right up in here and try to get all that worked over there. Got the dozer warming up. This is what we're dealing with. I can see that right there sticking out of the ground, a bunch of old trash. But I think I've got back into virgin ground over in there. Y'all can see right here, like this will be right smack dab in the middle of the new pool, and it's just an old old trash pile. This is like there's some ashes in there where they burn stuff here and just piled everything, but I just can't believe that they would do that and then put a pool right there. Which this, I guess technically this wasn't on the pool. I've done kind of lost my bearings here. But I think the concrete was basically like right on the edge right here. So yeah, I guess they just put dirt over this and called it good. So I got to make sure I get all that out, because that's right where the new pool's gonna go. I know it may seem kind of monotonous to dig all this out when they're just going to dig it out for the new pool, but I have to make sure she's got a good foundation around where the new pool is going to be, because that's what's really going to matter, is around it and underneath it. And so yeah, I just want to make sure she's taken care of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push all this over there, get over here, clean all this up, because this is where we're going to be driving the dump truck mostly, so I can get all this mud raked over in the hole and let it be drying out. And then I'll come back right in here and I can sit and dig all that bad trash out, throw it over here, and then push it off in the hole. Because I got to make sure, basically we're going to have to dig this out and then bridge back across to get to the other side. But once I get everything over here, I know we'll be okay. So that's the plan now. feel like I'm making progress now. I got all the junk out of the way and kind of shake back up so we can kind of see what's what. So yeah, one good thing is we got a lot of dirt put in the hole back there. Still gonna need a lot more though, but what I'm gonna do now is go jump the excavator and sit on that side and just start digging this crap out. That's all I can do, and it'll be taking care of that pile too, and I'll just cast it over there and keep pushing her in the hole. We're getting that cut out pretty good. I think I'm getting down to solid ground in there. Still got a little bit more cutting out to do, but you can see the solid dirt over there. I think I've gotten it out good that way. But what I'll do is I'll cut back further in that hill, and whatever good dirt it is, I'll just throw it back over in the hole. But still got a good ways to go that way. I'm hoping it just kind of come up in a little point right here. When I get back on that side, I'll dig back in that, and if that's good dirt, I'll just throw it back in the hole. So let's jump on the dozer and push some of this dirt out of the way. Alright y'all, it's time to finally start filling in the hole, and what a hole we have. We had to pretty much dig out this entire ravine because whoever did this last didn't dig it out and just dumped a bunch of old trash dirt on top of everything. So I just felt more comfortable digging all that out because the new pool is going to sit pretty much right in here somewhere. Of course, this is going to be way below the level of the pool, but I just couldn't be comfortable leaving that stuff that I knew was going to be below the pool. So what I did is just dug till I got down to, you know, virgin ground. Y'all can see that. And up in here, I started casting my good dirt that I was digging out back up in here. So what I'm gonna do now is try to pull a lot of that back down in here, pack it in real good. I'm gonna jump in the dozer too and cut all this in here, kind of get it somewhat uniform. And Jimmy's gonna jump in the skid steer, and we're just gonna start packing her in here. Man, that's gonna take some dirt, and a lot of it. So yeah, I want to get this worked in here real quick, and then we're gonna start hauling some dirt. Okay, so that didn't really go as planned, but helped a little bit. But I told Jimmy we've got to get down in that bottom and work our way up. Otherwise, we're not doing a bit of good just throwing all that dirt in there as possible. So I told him to work his way so he can sit in that back corner, and then I'll sit over here in the excavator and cast that dirt over there to him. That way we can get down in the bottom and work our way up. That's the plan anyway, as long as he don't fall off in the hole. Okay, I think we finally about got our hole to where we can pack the whole thing now. It's just hard. It was hard getting down in the bottom of that without having to cut everything else out, and the way we did it, because it was too steep over there. Jimmy couldn't see with the sun in his eyes, so I had to get him on this side. So that's why we come around on this side and worked it in. But he got all this side packed in pretty good, and now he's working on getting that down, getting all that packed in there. So yeah, this right here wasn't fun. I gotta get my machine out of here before he runs over it. All right, y'all, I'm gonna try to get out of this hole now. Maybe. Try not to tail swing into the dirt here. Now he's done got down here and spun around. Watch him spin the track off. Put this down so I can crawl up out of here maybe. excavator in this hole. Okay, so he's gonna get that tracked in there, and I'm gonna come around here and we're gonna get ready to start hauling some dirt finally. Okay, maybe we are finally ready to haul some good dirt. Golly, I had a time getting over here, getting this situated so I could get Jimmy close enough to load him out. Some of this may have a little bit of roots in it to start off with. Be okay as long as it ain't a lot. I'm just gonna have to try to fumble through this stuff because this little hill wasn't the best to really get to. It's gonna be a little bit hard to reach him. This has been turned into one more project. I need to be just a little bit closer. Problem is I can't get him no closer. We'll make it work. It'll get a little bit easier as I cut further back. Maybe 2 or 3 loads, probably 2 loads to start off with until we get that very deep part built up. We didn't put the gate back on this truck. I wasn't gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna load him just stupid heavy until we get on some better ground. It looks like some good stuff though. As long as he don't fall off in the hole here, we'll be okay. I'm gonna put him a little bit more dirt right there. I'm trying my best not to waste a bunch of dirt on this hauling out part. We are going to need every little bit we can get. We're probably going to have a time right there where all that water was running across the road too. Alright Jimmy, you better dump. Better dump. Don't keep going. Ooh. Y'all, he about gives me a heart attack sometimes. Alright, maybe that'll give me a little bit better ledge to set on. I think this stuff is hard trying to get out of this hill. Away from me. several loads in there, and we'll work it in with the skid steer. I'm gonna go over here and jump in the dozer real quick and work those loads in. We're able to dump a whole lot more at a time than I thought we were. I think we've done hauled probably 6 or 7 loads over here. It's about to get dark. I'm gonna push that in. We'll work that in before it gets dark. Get this knocked out real quick. Let him track that in real quick, and then I'll knock the rest of this off down in that hole. That way we don't get it too thick. He's getting it now. So to just pick his bucket up, that way when he don't run it up into the hill here and he can get all the way up against it. So I believe he's got it now. I'm gonna knock this in there for him, and then we'll roll that in. We're gonna call it a day. Well, I think we're going to call it a day. It's getting dark. My skid steer / dump truck operator's hungry, ready to go home. I had to dig a thing right here to catch all this water. Jimmy, see all this water running out over here? Like it's running out in more than just that one spot. I don't know.
Is it?
Look at it. Like it's running out that whole.
Yeah. Well, now I took the bottom out of that filter. That's what that is.
Okay.
But,
how many loads of dirt do you think that's going to take?
That's going to take several, but I think the shape is good right now. I think we need to just go with that and build the pool.
Yeah, we pretty much already got it dug.
Yes, it's shaped and everything. I see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, we just put a liner in it like it is right here. I don't know, y'all. Anyway, we're gonna call it on this one. So, Jimmy, what's the saying?
Y'all keep your eyes open.
And
See you later.
good enough.